Hi, this is Zenobia Court.
Thank you for joining Loretta Coleman Live. We're glad that you chose to tune in to join us tonight. We have a conversation that we are sure you will enjoy. If you would like to be a guest on my show, you may email me at lorettacoleman33@gmail.com. That's Loretta Coleman 33@gmail.com. On Loretta Coleman Live, we keep it real. We laugh, we joke, we encourage, we have fun, we do it all. So join us every Monday and Tuesday at 6:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll be glad you join us. Now get ready for Loretta Coleman Live. Get that drink, get those chips, get that popcorn, and tune in to Loretta Coleman Live. And of course, you can join in on the conversation on Loretta Coleman Live. Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening to all of you, and we welcome you to Loretta Coleman Live. We had a few technical difficulties here just for a few moments, but nevertheless, we are on here tonight and we're going to have a good show. Um, we are scheduled to have, let me see, we are scheduled to have Mr. the one and only Mr. Allen Pringle is scheduled to be here on tonight. But if he don't, I'm gonna tell you I got something to talk about that's gonna be a hot topic tonight. I'm telling you. And I don't want to get in it because I don't want to have to stop. So we're gonna give him just a few minutes and see if he's gonna join us. If not, then we are going to jump on in with this conversation. It's a lot going on as we are preparing for the Thanksgiving holidays. And, I'm quite sure that everybody on here have so much to be thankful for. I don't care how it look. I don't care what it appeared to be like. I don't care what bad is going on in your life. We all still have something to be thankful for. I don't care who's not with you. I don't care if you got to eat by yourself. We all have a reason to be thankful. And I want you to do this with me. I want you to just think about some of the things that God has brought you out of from last year up into this appointed time. Some things you can't tell, some things you can't share with people that you've been in, some situations and some circumstances you can't share with people. But only God knows some of the situations and the circumstances that He has allowed us to come out of. So as you reminisce, as you think about if God had taken His hand off of you. Think about that situation you were in if God had taken His hand off of you. You have some people, Evangelist Hazel, that think that they do no wrong. Sister Eartha, you have some people that think that it's always them, it's always they, and nobody else. And see, we're gonna have to continue this tomorrow because he just popped on. But we're gonna come back and talk about this tomorrow. What are you thankful for? what are you most thankful for? Because we have the one and only, the one and only. He's the captain of the ship tonight. The one and only Mr. Allen Pringle. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. It's always good to have you on my platform.
I mean, it's always good to be here. I love coming on here talking.
You know,
It'd be very enlightening. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
you something else. You something else. You always make me laugh. You'll see me doing this a lot. That's when you talking and I'm waving at the people. And if you
Okay.
can see them, then you can speak to them. This show is going to be all about you and the gospel legends on tonight. Um,
Okay. Okay.
you're getting ready to celebrate 35 years.
Yes, ma'am. 35. Long, long, long,
Tell us a
long,
little
long.
bit about them 35 years. Just a little
Man,
bit.
it it's been rough. But these 35 years have really, it'll show endurance. Um, the people that's really for you, the group members that
Mhm.
really help push the ministry and we say brand, but the group, the agenda of the group and the ministry, and not just the ones we have with us now, even
Mhm.
the older members, they help start everything. And I
Mhm.
thank God for the beginning, the humble beginnings, that the gospel legends, and to even say 35 years that we've been together doing this, is like amazing and an act of God, because it was sometimes that we was going to just let it be, but God held us together all these
Mhm.
years. And
Mhm.
there's a lot of stuff you had to learn the hard way with business and different avenues, with the record companies and the finances of a group. And it's a lot of stuff that you learn, and some stuff you had to learn the hard way. So I just thank God, even with the hard times, we stuck together. We kept it going. We never went home. Even some of the places we never went home. We kept going and kept going, and God kept blessing and kept trusting us with
Mhm.
this ministry. And
Mhm.
He trusts us enough to keep us together for 35 years, which we go back and talk about it. It's longer than 35, but you know, that's the fondest memory. But I know we started when I was 12, so
Wow.
I'm 49 now. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's been some time,
Mhm.
and that's because we couldn't do it like really out, because my daddy had a group, and he didn't allow all that, you over here and over there, you
Mhm.
especially when you're living at home, you didn't have.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I wasn't gonna be homeless for the legends, but
Mhm.
once we got up to age and he got more into to his health, so that made room for the legends to really start out, branch out some.
Well, Alan, I want to, before you get too far down the road, I want to ask you a question. Maybe you can answer questions that I can't answer, because it seems like when I ask questions, I answer questions, I'm always in trouble.
Okay.
So, no, this is nothing hard. It's nothing
Okay.
hard. I can ask you the same question. Somebody can ask me the same question. We can give the same answer, but I get in trouble for it.
Okay.
What if you could take something in your daddy's time and set it in this time? What would it be?
Um, from my daddy time to this time, I would say the respect for the respect of being a gospel singer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a lot of times I feel the respect is gone. It's more of a gig thing. Back then, it's some stuff that we do now, even with the legends. Like, we'll come to the program with jeans and stuff on. Back then,
Mm-hmm.
that was a no-no.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the respect of the audience. you respect your people that's paying to come see you. To always look the part, always, clean, um, respectful, engaging with the people. And I think a lot of times we lose focus on that because when we get, a little notoriety, we get a little famous, it seems like it's about us,
Mm-hmm.
And I just think back then, you had the ones that, thought they was above everybody, but majority of the people, you couldn't just show up any kind of way. You had to
Mm-hmm.
be on time. You
Mm-hmm.
had to take it seriously,
Mm-hmm.
and professional at all times, no matter what. Um, I can remember when you never heard of a group singing in a t-shirt,
Oh
hot or
God.
not.
Oh God. No.
No, hot or not. If you outside in July, you in a full suit. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's the way they respected the people that spent
Mm-hmm.
their money. They presented themselves. And I think nowadays, a lot of that has gone. There's a lot of groups still, because sometimes it makes me have to check myself. And I've
Mm-hmm.
always talked about this group that I've known since they was real small out of Jersey, group called Fire. Those
Mm-hmm.
young men, I don't care where they are, they're in the
Mm-hmm.
service and
Mm-hmm.
they're dressed in a suit
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
every night. They might not even wear a suit to sing in, but
Mm-hmm.
they come into the program in suits,
Mm-hmm.
ties. They are always very respectful, engaging with people. And I always applaud their dad and their granddad. They have raised them that way. And it make me check myself sometimes on it because when we ride a long ways, we don't want to be sitting in the suit, but
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the things. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of other things, but that's one thing I feel from my dad's era and the people that took it seriously. When I say respect, I'm not saying they was better. I just say they probably was better hiding what they
Mm-hmm.
do than
Mm-hmm.
now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, there's cell phones everywhere now and
oh,
cameras.
yeah, them cameras, boy, get you in
Mm-hmm.
trouble. So,
Mm-hmm.
I just think like the respect of it and the audience held the singers to a standard. Like
Mm-hmm.
you ain't coming in here like that. So that's how it was back then.
Well, I'm gonna say something you ain't gonna want to hear, but
Mm-hmm.
I think you are in this generation. You've been out there 35 years. You've
Mm-hmm.
seen with the gospel legends 35
Right.
years, but you've actually been out there longer.
Right.
A lot of people respect you, Alan. There's a lot of people respect you. They're not going to tell you they respect you because of jealousy. You understand? Now, I just call it like I see it. They're not going to tell you that they respect you, but they study how you do on stage. They study when some, cause I be listening to all these different quartet stations. They study if somebody come in front of you and they like wow the house, they say, ain't nothing no Allen. He's already studied how he's coming out. You understand what I'm saying? But see, they not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you because they think you're going to get ahead of them. Now, let me ask you, what will you have done? 2 weeks ago, I was at an event. I was standing to the corner of the stage,
Mm-hmm.
and God knows the group could sing. They can
Mm-hmm.
sing, and they do. Well, Lord, we know "Bite That Thing Up" is a secular song, but they were backing up with them guitars. You know how they do,
Mm-hmm.
but all they underwear were hanging off. Now, because I
Mm.
didn't have a relationship with them, I couldn't pull them to the side and say, "Hey, man, when you were doing all that, all your underwear was showing." This particular group, you know very well. Do you think they would have respect you if you pulled them to the side and said, "Man, you had a good show, but when you were doing that, all your underwear was hanging out"?
Yeah. Well, I've always said it's the delivery sometimes. people can digest it better. How you deliver it, you know, you can say, hey man, you know that, hey man, y'all was good, man, but yo man, your shirt came out your pants and your underwear was showing, man. And they'll probably say, oh man, you know, it sometimes it's the delivery, but you know, because it like with anybody, you know, if the delivery is wrong, you know, they'll want to rebuke, but rebuttal against it. I mean, so I think it's the delivery. If you tell them, and it's a lot of groups, you know, they'll ask me. I'm the type of person, to be honest. If you don't ask, I don't tell, and that's my motto. Don't ask me how you sound. I'm not gonna come up to you and tell you. If you ask me, then I'll be honest. When you say give me the truth, because a lot of people say give me the truth, but
They
they
don't
don't
want
want
the
the
truth.
truth. They
Yeah.
want to brag. They want you to brag
Yes.
on them. They don't want the truth. And it's only a few people I know I can talk to and be straight up like, yo, man, you can do that. And then, you know, you'll have someone, well, who you think he is? And you can't tell us nothing. And, hey, don't ask me nothing. Don't ask me. You all right. You already know where you need to be and all of that. And that's my motto. If you don't ask, I don't tell. I don't lend that kind of information, because everybody can't take it as in you trying to look out for them. Like when I came up, when the legends first started being on programs with some of the big dogs, the big groups, and they would call us on stage because they knew my dad. A lot of them will pull me to the side and flat out look me in the face and say, I don't like y'all name. I don't like that. I don't like y'all calling y'all something. Y'all find y'all another name. I don't like it. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not sugarcoat. I don't like y'all name. Some legends. And I got socks older than y'all. Some legends. What do you mean some legends and all? And I mean, they were blunt about it. They didn't care until uh, they did a few concerts with us, and now that's all they call us is the legends. They don't even say gospel, the legends. But you know, it's the delivery of it. And God bless, I can say 3 people that actually sat and asked me why we call ourselves that: Tommy Ellison, Clay Graham, and Percy Griffin. And I told them, when I told them the meaning behind it, that's when they was like, okay, I get it. And you know, just knowing our name had a meaning to it, and not just bragging and say, oh, I said, because everybody can say they the mighty something, the supreme something, and nobody say nothing about that. And, but I said, our name is directly to y'all, like y'all the legends, and we want to keep that sound. You can tell a little bit of the Jews, the keynotes, all of that in us. So that's even with our recordings, you hear songs from back in the 70s that we record of a group that some people ain't never heard or ain't heard of it in 50 years, and that's us trying to stay true to that name and what we represent.
Well,
So
you hold on right there, because I'm gonna ask you to tell us the meaning of the legend. But I'm behind, and you got so many comments, and you can't see them because you might have to help me read some of them.
not with these eyes.
Pastor Anthony Moore said, "I tell him all the time in my book, he's number one. I've learned so much from watching him."
That's my dude, man. That's my brother, for real, for real.
Evangelist Hazel said, Allen always shows respect, and he has a group, and his group members do the same. And then Evangelist Sadie is just speaking, and Miss Geraldine Pugh Nation Jr. just speaking.
Hello.
And then hey there, that's Miss Viola, well, Minister Viola, you don't know her. And then Evelyn Murphy said, you have to be careful who you talk to. You also respected your pastor by the way you dress. Now, hold that one right there. But tell us about the legends and then explain what she mean. What is she saying here?
About the now read it again.
She said you have to be careful who you talk to. You also respected your pastor by the way you dress.
Well, my Reverend Gunner, maybe she's talking about Reverend Gunner. Well,
I don't know her, so I don't know.
yeah, and I like I said about just being careful. I'm not now. I want to be the type person that I feel people can come up and talk to me, but I also want to be the kind of person that people respect, not to come to me with foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't walk up to me and just say anything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the respect. Now, I've always respect leadership. Like right now, my bishop, Denzel Kellum, up in Virginia, I go to church when I can, and I
Mm-hmm.
respect him because he have a heart for the people. And
Mm-hmm.
same thing with Pastor Gunner, the people in Columbia area, known
Mm-hmm.
the impact Reverend Lewis Gunner gave to the city of Columbia. Um, and he was always one of the ones that I could talk to because he was in quartet. He was a quartet singer before he went to pastoring. And what you learn in your service at church, what
Mm-hmm.
that word you get,
Mm-hmm.
we takes it out where our pastors can't go. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like the Chicago and all of that. So when I do have a chance to go to church, I thank God for my church I go to now, Spirit of Christ, because I learned so much. Now a lot of people like a lot of wear and tear, and my daddy was that kind of preacher.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm at a church now that I'm learning more about God and His ways and the Word of God,
Mm-hmm.
and I need that now more than anything out
Mm-hmm.
here on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And I respect all ministers and pastors,
Mm-hmm.
um, even Pastor Anthony Moore.
Mm-hmm.
He'll tell you I don't a lot of people call him Ant, and they
Mm-hmm.
call um they call him Doty. But when you are pastor, I always give them that respect of pastor. I always say pastor or
Mm-hmm.
reverend, because my dad was big on that. His nickname was
Mm-hmm.
Buddha.
Mm-hmm.
But when he would go home and he would do revivals at his home church, all his cousins would call him Buddha, and he used to make him mad because he said, I'm changed from that.
Mm-hmm.
God has elevated me from that, and I've always given pastors and even my pastor that respect. I don't call them by
Mm-hmm.
their first name. I
Mm-hmm.
call them by reverend or pastor or bishop, and that's just the respect of their calling.
Mm-hmm. Um, I don't know if you know this lady from Daytona Beach, Claretha Hall Thomas. Probably one of
Yeah,
your
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I know. Yeah. A long time
But
friend of the group.
tell us what the name legend mean. How did you come up with a gospel legend?
I'm gonna be honest. So we was talking. My cousin Scooter Harold Likes. He stay in New York now.
Mm-hmm.
We were listening to Willie Banks. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and this now the group been together singing
Mm-hmm.
as the musicians of Faith Open Charity.
Mm-hmm.
Before we got the name,
Mm-hmm.
they had a record out on Willie Banks called the Living Legend. They had a record out. That was the title of the album.
Mm-hmm.
And for the longest, Scooter was telling people our name was the Living Legends. So we was like, we need to stop saying that. And he was
Mm-hmm.
like, I said, for one, we ain't paved the way for nothing. That's number
Mm-hmm.
one. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, legends are they are roadmap.
Mm-hmm.
They have sustained the test of time and made way for people behind them to travel that road
Mm-hmm.
easier than they did. So I
Mm-hmm.
said, by this time, Mark joined the group,
Mm-hmm.
and Mark said, "Why don't we just say gospel legends?
Mm-hmm.
That'll be so." That's how the gospel legends And we came up, well, at that time we were singing everybody's songs then, you know. So we was like, man, we sang the keynote, Slim, the Cats, and everybody. Why don't we just say we the gospel legend? We represent them on a younger plateau. And that's how the name come about, and that's how we view the name, as in the legends. A piece of every group is in the gospel legends. If you listen to our music and just closely, you hear the Supreme Angels, you hear the Jackson Southern Air, you hear the Keynotes, you hear the Mighty Clouds, you hear some of the Cantons, you hear the Pilgrim Wonders, you can say, hey, that's kind of sound like the Jews. That we always added that kind of stuff in our music, not to duplicate them, but some characteristics of it.
I think this person's from Atlanta knows you, Joseph Harper.
Yeah, Mr. Joe.
I just want to tell you, you're gonna have to help me because they know you now. I don't know all these streets. Angela Nixon.
Hello.
You're the gospel legends is real famous.
No, not at all.
Listen, this is not to belittle any group. It is not to belittle. Listen, give a person their flowers while they can hear the compliment. Don't wait till somebody die and want to do a musical that Friday night, and everybody want to get up and then that Saturday everybody want to get up. Say, hey man, you have done wonderful. You have done wonderful. You've traveled all over this world and you are still singing. There's a lot of groups that started out and they are fading away. They are home, but we are still somewhere every weekend. What is wrong with saying that?
Hey, because I to me, to be honest, it's like I can't give no credit to nobody but God, none whatsoever. We don't sing that well. We don't play that well to take any credit for it. And I'd be amazed that people still even want to see us. We're not fancy at all, but we do give it our all. We do try to be, gentlemen. We try to be respectful, and it has sustained us this far. And thanks to our team, we have a team of people that works behind the scene. And if I don't go nowhere else, God has definitely done more than enough for the gospel legends, and to still be able to travel every weekend. Every weekend we're gone. And it's still, as soon as we leave that place, you getting a call back for the next year that night. And that's God using us. And I get a lot of other producers they say, well, you need to change your sound, change this. And sometimes I think we played out, and that just being an artist, you sit and think and you like, well, maybe our style of singing is playing out. But when we go these places, man, and the people still love this kind of singing, and they still hungry for quartet singing, it's all God. It's all God. Without the quartets getting the radio play like they used to, and we still can travel and do this for a living, man, it's God. It's all God. And I pray every night that when we go on stage that, for one, don't let us say nothing that you don't want us to say or do anything. We know if you take full ride, the message will be carried out that night. So I thank God, and I can't take credit for it because, for one, I just think it's so many better groups.
We're gonna talk about that in a few minutes. We're gonna talk. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down in a nice way. And I know if I don't, you'll just look at. You got a way to look at me, and I know just to tone it down. I know to tone it down. But Christina, tell me, what is she talking about? She said, I go back to the Brothers record, Raleigh, North Carolina. Love the legends. What
Oh
is she?
man, that's one of our first records, Brothers. Yeah, that's an old one. That a lot of people know the records that was nationally done with MCG and Humility and Malaco, but those records was our first independent records that we
Mm-hmm.
did on our own. That was back in, I want to say that record probably was in 2001.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that a lot of people that really know the legends know those records from back then. Thank you, boy. You've been following us a long time. That's a
Mm-hmm.
long time. You got the Brothers record. I don't even have a copy of that. So
Mm-hmm.
that's been a while ago. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Kathy Johnson, Reverend Andrew Johnson's daughter, said, Alan, I
Hey,
can honestly say that no matter how much fame you encounter, you never change. Even as a church musician, you remain true to your calling on and off stage.
hey,
Man,
Kathy. Wow, I haven't seen Kathy in years. Man, God bless you. God bless you. Yeah, me and Kathy down in Augusta, Mount Moriah. I played for her dad's church, Mount Moriah, Reverend Andrew Johnson. Yes,
mm,
yes, man, good old
um,
days.
Evangelist Regina Staley. Now, her husband sang with the gospel originals. She said, I love your group. And I also love that when I seen Pastor Sean Jones sing with you at one of your programs.
Yeah, that was at Sean anniversary in Auburn. That was we sung. He sung "Ready" with us.
Mm,
That was at his anniversary in Auburn, Alabama. Yeah,
mm,
yeah, man. That was
mm,
my buddy. I miss him too, man.
mm. Why is it hard? You know, you and I have had our differences.
Right,
You told me what you thought. I told you what I thought. But we still talk. We're still talking today. But
right.
why? My question is, and maybe you can help me with this. We get upset with one another, and we poison that person to other people. You've already told me what you think. I've already told you what I thought. Is it necessary to try and poison that person?
No, well, to me, as in Allen, a lot of
Mm,
times with stuff like that, after we talk and say, well, it's done with me. That's the kind of person I am. It's
mm,
done because um, there's no way me and you have differences, but you ain't having many differences as me and Scott or somebody on the group, and I have to see them every weekend. So I have learned how to let that go. Me and my
mm,
wife have differences. That don't mean I'm
mm,
gonna go and out and dog her to the world.
mm,
I,
mm,
I that's I'm talking about Alan. I lets it go. Ain't no need, especially if it ain't nothing like you shot at me or shot me or something, or stab me. And that stuff you
mm,
can let go, man, and you'll sleep better. You said
mm,
what you said. This person said if you didn't see eye to eye, okay, cool. We can agree to disagree. And
mm,
it when they say it is what it is
mm,
what it is. Just let it be. I get a lot of flack from some promoters because um this is my point of view on business when it
mm,
comes to the business, and I
mm,
hate to get to the point where
mm,
business have to be done and you have
mm,
to stand firm on it. I hate
mm,
that I have to do that
mm,
because we both have agreed and know what it was it took to make
mm,
this happen out from both parties.
mm,
But a lot of promoters will get mad at me because they'll say, well, uh, uh, we don't have all the money, but you still can sing because it ain't about the money. And to me, it's like it playing on my intelligence. You'll tell me that.
mm,
But yet though, and this the other part of it, I have the gospel legends, we all spread out now.
mm,
Atlanta, Virginia, Georgia. To have people drive hours,
mm,
and then you're gonna get up and say, after we leave, because we couldn't come to agreement, and I say it all the time, and I
Mm-hmm.
say it again for the people to
Mm-hmm.
hear me. If you ever see the Gospel Legends leave a concert, I did all I can do.
Mm-hmm.
I did all I can do to make it
Mm-hmm.
happen.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we take the blunt end of it, because
Mm-hmm.
after we leave, they can say anything to the people. I paid them all the
Mm-hmm.
money, they just sung. They didn't
Mm-hmm.
sing. Well, who drives 6 or 7 hours
Mm-hmm.
just to leave?
Mm-hmm.
But my point of that saying is they would dog the group, but nobody said nothing about what went on, and you didn't get your money back neither. So we
Mm-hmm.
both out of it. We both
Mm-hmm.
out of it. Now,
Mm-hmm.
it's sometimes, things do happen.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, things do happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I have some, and they didn't have all the money. I
Mm-hmm.
have, and I will. But it's
Mm-hmm.
a common ground we got to come to for this
Mm-hmm.
to happen,
Mm-hmm.
because I got these jokers got to go back home to their
Mm-hmm.
wives and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
and I can't say, hey man, we're gonna have to sing anyway, but you ain't gonna get, I can't give you nothing because they say they ain't got it. It
Mm-hmm.
don't work that way. And when it's business, it always a religious thing when the business end.
Mm-hmm.
They want to throw the religious part on it.
Yes,
And and and,
yes.
and I know what promoters from their heart really tried.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's some that just don't care. They
Mm-hmm.
nasty, and they'll tell you, well, you ain't got to sing bye. Like
Mm-hmm.
that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
bye. And
Mm-hmm.
and this kind of stuff, what you saying, they'll go on and tell everybody, well, that Allen nasty, man. I can't
Mm-hmm.
deal with him.
Mm-hmm.
But through it all, I showed up. I
Mm-hmm.
was there. So my
Mm-hmm.
end, I came.
Mm-hmm.
And when I leave the next morning, I'm all right. I don't care what they say. I hear people call me, man. They said they all did this and that.
Mm-hmm.
It's over with. Ain't nothing we can do about it. Program over,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm home. Thank the
Mm-hmm.
Lord. And,
Mm-hmm.
and it's stuff like that. You just got to let go, man, because
Mm-hmm.
this thing that we do in ministry is not for the weak. It
Mm-hmm.
is not for the weak. And some of us, we're gonna have to not take things literally. Just
Mm-hmm.
let it go. If you can't work with this person, there ain't no reason to be nasty to them. It
Mm-hmm.
plenty of promoters that I left their concert. They see me now, they can come talk to me. They can,
Mm-hmm.
I'll shake their hand. Hey, that was then. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we don't have to do business, but I don't have to be nasty or rude to you
Mm-hmm.
or dog you to the nation,
Mm-hmm.
because of that. We just can't do business together, but
Mm-hmm.
it always good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
And leave it alone.
Um, Pastor Darrell Best is speaking to you. You know who that is?
They're our best. Now the name
Pastor
sounds so
Darrell
familiar.
Best.
It sounds familiar.
Okay.
You from
Um,
Columbia?
no, I don't think so.
You
Pastor
said
Best,
Bass. Bass. Okay. Up
Bass.
up from Delaware. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. I thought you said best. Yeah, you said
Oh,
Bass.
okay.
Yeah, I know the good Reverend. Yes, yes, I know.
Um, Carolyn Wilson, Allen, the recording live in Virginia. I don't know what she's talking about. You know what she's talking about?
Yeah, the recording. That's Jesus is the Man.
Okay.
Yes, yes. That was recorded at my church in Martinville.
Sharon Ross, I think she's from Lancaster, Great Falls.
Mm-hmm.
No, she's just speaking to you. I'm just trying to catch up.
Hey,
I'm trying
okay.
to catch up here to some of the, I try to talk to some people and then we're going to start talking. Once I catch up, we're going to start talking about your anniversary. Kathy
Okay.
said, when you work, you want your money. When I work, I want mine, period. um,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
yeah,
Well said.
let's see. I got a few more. Yeah, you got to know him because he said, I've been there, brother. Pastor Darrell
Uh,
Bass, he said,
yes,
I've been
yes.
there when you was talking.
Yeah,
Um,
we We were just
Helen
together in
said you
Philadelphia.
could sing to the glory of God. The way I look at y'all on TV, I even have y'all CD transition still playing.
Wow.
Um,
Can you believe that record about to be 20, almost 20 years?
really?
Transition. Yes, we
Oh,
did it in '07.
you can't afford them. Evangelist Staley said, I will continue to say this. If you can't afford them, don't call and book them. Let's get real and stay real.
And
Oh,
and, and that's well said, and I appreciate that because I mean, it's no like trying to say you big and mighty, but
mhm,
maybe you have to come do a few concerts first,
mhm.
and then call and talk to OT, tell them what you're gonna do. Now we don't, I mean,
OT
and
is good.
you know
OT is
personally what I'm
really
about
good.
to say. Uh,
Hmm.
Depends on what the event is.
Hmm.
We work with people, so
Hmm.
just explain,
Hmm.
because it is about ministry. I don't ever want to be so high until I can't minister.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
um, charging a lot and not even ministering nowhere. You can't
Hmm.
minister to people. Ain't what good that doing.
Hmm.
And that's the first thing above everything. Now it
Hmm.
is a expense, and people
Hmm.
know nowadays majority of the musicians and stuff play in churches, and these
Hmm.
churches pay well. So to have a musician to leave their church to come
Hmm.
follow you on Sunday,
Hmm.
I don't even have to finish the rest. You
You don't have
you
to
already
finish the
know.
prayer.
Yeah, you
I know
already
that.
know. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll be a
Pastor
cappella.
Darrell Bass said he's with the Delaware Boys.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Like I said, we were just
Um,
with them in Philly in August or September. I want to say last weekend in August. We was in Philadelphia together.
what's this girl name? Help me here. Nakara, Tamika. You see?
I can't see nothing, man. I don't have
I
no
think I
glasses
think
on.
she related to the McDonald sisters. I think.
Oh, Nakira.
Oh, Nakira, that's it.
Yeah, yeah, uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Claretha said if you can't afford a group, you bring them, they have to live as well. Um Nakira said, love me some gospel legends. The McDonald sisters will be in the building December the 6th.
Oh yeah. Them my aunts. My aunt. Love them to death.
Uh, what's Dwayne from lead singer was sent by God?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a bad joker, that man.
that's a
That's a
bad
bad
group.
joker.
You hear me?
Yeah, man. Known them a long time. Long time.
Angie said, I think when you have a program, make sure you have a group money.
It's hard. And let me
That's
tell you
easier
something.
said than done.
I know it. I know too. But
Yeah.
we do our best. And let me tell you, being on the other end of going somewhere and then getting the money, seemed like every time that happened, the bus or van break down.
Mm-hmm.
Every time it seemed like something go wrong and it's
Mm-hmm.
rough to get home. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, I speak for the groups or the artists, and I just can't like sit back and hear. I don't care who you are. As
Mm-hmm.
far as a promoter, I feel like it's a binding agreement. If you
Mm-hmm.
send contract and
Mm-hmm.
deposit, you
Mm-hmm.
you agreeing to what it is,
Mm-hmm.
and it just cut dries that. You can't
Mm-hmm.
have nobody fix your roof on your
Mm-hmm.
house, and then you say, "Hey, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't get that overtime, so
Mm-hmm.
you gonna have to thank you anyway." No, they're gonna come and take everything off. I mean, it's just the
Mm-hmm.
business end of it. But
Mm-hmm.
that's another conversation. But I'm for you groups. I'm for you because I've seen a lot of groups suffer along with us. Trying to get home back to our
Mm-hmm.
families. And then when stuff like that happen, it's just rough, and it has broken groups up. It has broken up a lot of groups.
Mm-hmm.
If the truth be told, it but so many times for people start staying home and saying I can't go. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and um, we all just trying to, if it's right on both ends, man. It's nothing like a good concert when you can get home.
Kathy McDonough Lilly says, see you December the 6th.
Yes.
Um,
I'm so excited.
Juliet McGriff says she loved the gospel legend. Reverend Frank Thompson Jr. said, proud of you, young man. I knew you from an early age.
Yes. Reverend Frank Thompson used to come run revivals when we were little boys at Daddy Church. Yeah, Reverend Frank. We used to love Reverend Frank to come run revival because we know we were going to get out about 20 minutes. He hit them
Mm-hmm.
fast and hit them hard. And we know we was getting
Mm-hmm.
out of church early with Reverend Frank. God bless you, my friend.
David Starworth Carbon said the Gospel Legends is my favorite group and the Gospel Keynote Tally Boys.
Yes.
And your Pat
Thank
Pringle,
you.
your sister, my nephew's minister hard. Nephew?
That's my aunt out of Texas, Wichita Falls, Texas.
I would get ready to say I thought that was your sister. You understand what I'm saying?
I saw you when you said nephew. Yeah, that's my auntie. Hey, auntie. Yeah, out of Texas.
Mr. Wilbur Gaines is speaking, and then because time is flying up, we're gonna let you talk about your anniversary celebration. But let me say this: You don't see me, but for the past 10 years, I've sent 2 people to your anniversary every year. Because of physical reasons, I can't stand in that long line. Well, I know what you told me.
Yeah, I told you the last time.
There, I'm not gonna be there trying to reach nobody. I'm out here. I did it. Listen, Percy Griffin did that to me at the Swanee Quintet anniversary. I said, I can't stand in that long line. I got leg problems. I got metals in my knee. I called. I sent people at him. I'm not going to do that. So I just usually buy 2 tickets and just send somebody to see the gospel legend.
Well, you need to make it there. You need to make it there. And see, you got OT number. He runs the thing. OT be in that front. If you text or call him, he going to answer that phone. He going to and this is what you do. When you leave that morning, when you on your way to Gaffney, this is what you do. Call him and tell him what time you expected to be there. And we'll be waiting on you to get you in there. We have elevators and everything there. You don't have to worry to get to the floor. You just get there.
Now,
just
Allen,
get there.
I'm going to do that. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be an Allen Pringle if I get up there.
Hey, everybody on here hear me. Everybody hear me. You ain't got to worry about that. This legend's business. You ain't got to worry about nobody else. This legend business. Everybody that working for me. This legend business. Yeah, the man said that. I'm the man that said that.
Yeah.
And what they said, you can bank on that. I said that. You let him know what time you expect to be there, and you'll get in. We'll get you right in there.
Because this is going to be good. And just to hear how they talked about it last year, it made you want to be in the house. It's just the hype from the anniversary from last year. Boy, that thing was something else. And I would love to be there to see it. I really would.
I tell people, I think about our quartet community and I don't want to just throw nothing together for them. I believe that they deserve the best production, the best sound, all of that stuff. And you know as well I know, and some people that does this stuff, I mean, do it meaning, you want the best for your audience. It calls for the right sound, the right building, the people that work the program, all of that stuff. And we think about the production of it. We don't want you to just come to a regular program where they read flyers all night and stuff. No,
I can't stand that.
We want to keep it going. keep it fresh. A lot of people said it went by so fast they didn't even know when to go to the bathroom because they didn't want to miss nobody. Because we keep it going, and I give it to Harold, Justin, Gerald Tyson. They host, they don't MC. They host the concert, and they keep you entertained for them 3 to 4 minutes to the next group. And we getting the groups up, and they doing their time respectfully, and where everybody can be respected and be represented well. And that's my vision for the anniversary. Even though it's our celebration, I want every group to come there and feel good about themselves, feel good about the presentation on bringing them on stage. And anyone that has been there, that they know we do our best. You know, now that VIP session be a little rowdy sometimes, but you you know, other than that, man, we try to do our best to give you one of the best quartet concerts of the year. One of the best. Now, I didn't say the best. I said one of the best because there'd be a lot of great concerts during the year that we be a part of too. So we just try to keep it going by being the end of the year, you know, to have one of the best and have some of the best of the quartet community to be a part of that, man. And we're excited, and we know God always move, and that's why the people come back, because the groups come and they do their great singing, not good singing. They do their great singing, and I just be glad and honored to have people that when we first started that embraced us, and the McDonald sisters is one. Even with our father, they always embraced us. Doc McKenzie, always. Raw Revelation, the Swannies. Who else we usually always have? Little David and the Bells of Joy. These groups have always been there, and they always be a part of our anniversary, along with the Cantons and the Christianaires and all the other groups we bring in. We try to do that, and we adding this year some new faces, Men of Praise being there, man. The Pastor Bishop Darrell Pettis and Take Two, along with Maurice Yancey. I mean, these personal friends of mine and of the group, and I'm excited that the Ashley Ayers, the Joy Light, Bobby man, hey, just come out. Y'all already know.
Paul Porter.
The Paul Porter, man.
Yes.
He will be there too.
Yeah.
The Barnes sisters, Deborah Barnes and her sisters would be there. The Loving sisters would be there. Flossie Boyd Johnson and Favor would be there. Hey, man, I'm excited. I thank God that we're able to do a anniversary like this, you know, keep it going, and shout out to everybody that play a part in it. Shout out to Cheryl Snell. She always sell tickets. To Bobby Coyne, the radio station, Big DM, all of them people, they play a big part in this anniversary, and we just expecting God, you know, do what He always been doing. You know, showing up, showing out. We moved into the gymnasium this year because it was supposed to be last year, but we held off and went back in the auditorium. But to be honest, we were just getting tired of the overflow, and we couldn't do nothing with it. And Fire Marshal, you know, he wanted to shut it down. So hopefully, you know, the gym is a little bigger, and we just hope that we don't have to turn anyone around. Like last year, we had to turn people around, but we just trying to maintain it, and you know, we're gonna see how this go this year, and if not, we might have to move it to another venue. But we thank God. I mean, that's a good problem. That's not a bad problem. That's a good problem. So we thank God for everybody that has been praying for us down through the years. Played a big part, and like I said, you and Miss Blanche Goodson, I would love for y'all to be there to see the seed that you sowed those years from booking us. And the Legends had a hard road, real hard road. And a lot of groups used to tell people not to book us. And you called Bumpsy Welch and you ask Bumpsy, I want to bring in a young group for this program at Brooklyn Baptist. They was in the old church. And you brought it. You were the first one to give us a chance on a program. And Blanche Goodson was the next. No group, no quartet group, and I hate to say it, it's the truth. No quartet group in Columbia will book us. Not one, until you and Blanche Goodson. So I want y'all to come and see the seed that you sowed those many years ago, that God has blessed us to travel the country, travel the world because of you all. And yes, just like with anything, we have had disagreements and stuff in the past, but I cannot deny the fact that the country know the gospel legends simply because you took a chance on us that one night, and it gave us the fuel to keep going. And then Blanche Goodson had us after that, and it gave us the fuel to keep on going and to pursue it. And I mean, man, people don't understand the way we praise God and why we do it. We've been there. We've been through the ringer, and sometimes I find out that people that I loved and helped, some groups that can't stand me, don't like me for no reason. Done all I could for them, never gave them nothing, and just to find out that they don't like me, no reason at all. But it don't change how I treat them, and it's not gonna change. God bless me. He been good to me. He gave me a second chance. And every morning I wake up, I tell him thank you, and I look around and I see how he blesses my kids and blessing not just me in the group through the ministry. And man, I can't give up. I can't quit. I cannot go on stage and have a cool night. I got to give him I give him the glory and the praises every chance I can. And like I said, I just want everybody that's listening, if you can make it to Gaffney, December 6th. Doors open at 2. Program begin sharply at 3. At 3 o'clock. And you can get your tickets. If you Cheryl Snell, if you're in the Columbia area, get in touch with Cheryl Snell. Or I want to say my sister, Patricia Pringle. You can inbox her on Facebook with tickets.
I'll be running. I'm running your commercial on my page.
Okay, great,
Yeah.
great.
I'm doing that. That's I want to give back, so I'm running your commercial on all 6 of my platforms.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm not on the social media thing. We have a team that does that for us. But we greatly appreciate that. From the bottom of our heart, we appreciate you for doing that. And I just want everybody that can come, just come on out and help us celebrate 35 years. Not knowing if we'll make 36, but we praying we can make it at 35 and have a great time, because every year carry a number.
Every year carry a number.
I could be here today and gone tomorrow, but if he let me see December 6th, I would love for you to come hang out with us. Come be our guest for 35 years. And like I said, we have Doc McKenzie, the Canton Spiritual, Paul Porter, McDonald Sister, Roaring Revelation, DMD, Darrell McFadden. Another thing, we honoring Bishop Darrell McFadden on that day. We're doing a special honor for him. It's time for him to, see some flowers. He been sick and he was almost out of here too. And he's a big factor in the new generational quartets. DMD was a building block for some of us because they was different. They was energetic and they had a young vibe about them. So we want you to come out as we honor the Bishop Darrell McFadden in a mighty way. We're going to honor him like he's Michael Jackson that night,
Mm-hmm.
and give him his flowers where he can smell them and
Mm-hmm.
see them. And we want y'all, everybody, to come out, all the family, friends of Bishop Darrell McFadden, to come out. We doing our anniversary. We take our anniversary to honor others. You know
You know
that.
what? I wish that other quartet groups would follow that.
Oh man,
Get,
you know.
give back. Learn to say thank you. You know, if it ain't nothing but a pack of chewing gum, you know, I'm just using that. If it ain't, just
Yes,
say
yes.
thank you. It will mean so lot to know that you have not been forgotten.
And you said a mouthful there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever want the Doc McKenzie, the Harvey Watkins. And you know, I know they deal with a lot because to me now I'm older. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm older in this now. And you know, they're the road they have paved, sometimes it get overlooked. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
I've always said we don't think of Doc McKenzie as a trailblazer unless
Mm-hmm.
you're talking about singing. But as an artist, I look at bigger things of Doc McKenzie, of his sound.
Mm-hmm.
His sound is
Mm-hmm.
why we hire sound crews now, because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of artists used to complain that
Mm-hmm.
Doc's system sounded so much better than everybody else. And
Mm-hmm.
he's always, to this day, they
Mm-hmm.
still do sound check. He still be on time on
Mm-hmm.
every. That stuff I look at groups. Um, Doc McKenzie and Tommy Ellis and the Singer Star. You wouldn't beat them to a concert. They
And they
was
sit in there
all
the whole time.
the whole entire time. And I I say we should honor these people like Bishop Darrell McFadden. He's
Mm-hmm.
one of the few that's out now that
Mm-hmm.
he can say, Allen, hey man, you need to calm down, and I'll listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's because he would remind me,
Yeah.
hey, you know, Rail wouldn't put up with that.
Yeah.
Calm,
Yeah.
and I snap back in, you know, because I
Yeah.
know he comes from a good place, and he
Yeah.
know my family,
Yeah.
and you know, Bishop Darrell and Disciples has always been behind the gospel legends. He
Yeah.
has always been. I have seen him grip. They give back money so we
Mm-hmm.
can have money to go home
Mm-hmm.
to the promoter to pay us. And that stuff, man, I never forgot. Harvey
Mm-hmm.
Watkins, he did the same. I never forgot. They always, I've always, even now check on the what we call the Godfathers of Quartet. George Dean, they'll
Mm-hmm.
tell you. I send them random texts. I'll check on Cecil Washington, the Texas boy. I make it my business to always do that because I want them to know if nobody else appreciate what they done,
Mm-hmm.
I truly do, and I haven't forgotten them
Mm-hmm.
and never will.
Well, Alan, let me do this, and then we're gonna have to get off. Roy Brown said, "How can I order the CD? Jesus is the man."
You can order, go to Malaco.com and order it of Malaco.com. It's on the Malaco label.
I'm trying to. Some people just speaking.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello.
You're gonna have to go and read this. I can't read out. You got too many. You got a lot of response. You're gonna have to go back and read them when you get off.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you. Um, hey, you got people just wanting to say happy Thanksgiving. Um, how much your music ministry mean. Go back and read these things because they will encourage you. You hear me? Hey, hey, you froze up on me?
I don't know what happened. I'm just sitting here and I seen everything go
Oh,
black.
I said go back and read these responses because they will encourage you because they are encouraging me and it's about you. You
Great,
understand what I'm
great.
saying? And
That's what it's
after
supposed to
your
be.
anniversary stuff, we got to get you back. We're gonna get you and Harvey and some other people to come on. We're just gonna do quartet talk.
Yes, that'll be great.
Yeah, and
That
just
would
some
be great.
things that we all have learned. Because if I knew then what I know now,
Yes, yes, and it's a lot. It's a lot. Um, that, and I tell groups they ask me questions, and I be like, man, we still don't have it all the way together. We ain't
mhm,
what you think it is, but you know,
mhm,
you can't gain knowledge if you don't go through some stuff. So the knowledge you give, is from test and trial. You tried it, didn't
mhm,
work, or you went the other way when you supposed to go that
mhm,
way. So you can
mhm,
tell them, hey man, I wouldn't
mhm,
do that because we
mhm,
did it and this happened.
mhm,
And it's not just that. It's like I thank God my relationship with other groups. And don't even
mhm,
have to be major groups. It's like
mhm,
the older groups, they can tell you some stuff, man, that it down the road you'll say, hey, they told me that.
mhm,
They told me. And
mhm.
and like that kind of stuff, man. I think a lot of groups, if you would listen to a lot of groups, and it's not that the oldest think they know everything. A lot of
Mhm.
times they try to help you not to go down that
Yes,
same bad
yes,
road that they did.
yes.
So a lot of times they try to tell you don't do what they did. They could have
Mhm,
been a whole lot further,
mhm,
and it'll help you get there.
mhm,
Um, because I think
mhm,
it took us a while to really catch on um
mhm,
to this thing, even with bookings and stuff. You can
mhm,
listen to them about how to book and
mhm,
God bless the dead. Mr. Jojo Wallace used to say,
mhm,
you can't kill the whole hog on one kill. What
mhm,
he mean, you can't, you might not get it all here, but you can pace it where you can eat at the end of the day. So
mhm,
that kind of stuff, man, we always um chalk that up as a, you know,
mhm,
take that and go with it, because I
mhm,
know they was doing it when it wasn't that much money in it. So
mhm.
a lot of that stuff, man. And Harvey Watkins, man, me and him
He's a
get on the phone and
jewel.
talk. Hey,
He's a
man,
jewel.
let me tell you, it's a lot of stuff for us industry and
Mhm,
business group wise that me and him
mhm,
talk about it. He know I can call him and we'll
mhm,
talk about it. And he give me great advice on what way
mhm,
he messed up. And
mhm,
he'll say, he always said, Alan, you hear me? You hear me now? This is, yeah. So that's my buddy, man. Harvey
mhm.
Watkins. He's real close to the Pringle family, man. And
Yeah,
Mr. George Dean too. George
yeah.
Dean too. Good people, man. Good people.
Marilyn Brody from North Carolina is speaking to you.
Hello.
Um, Delois Gay Guy
Let me
um,
see.
is wishing you a happy Thanksgiving. Well, you go back
Same
and
to you.
read all these things, cause see, you
Okay.
popular. You so
No.
popular, and it's good that people. But it's good if you go back. You say, man, all these people was on here for me, cause they was on here for
Wow.
you. They was on here for
Oh
you,
man.
and I am
Yes.
so glad and honored that you came on to share, and you wasn't too busy. And I just appreciate that. I really appreciate, and I'm gonna promise you this. I'm gonna promise you
Okay.
this in Jesus' name.
Come
I'm gonna
on
give
with it.
it 100% to be there.
All right.
I'm gonna give it
Okay.
100% to be there.
Get there. We
That's
got
what
it from
I'm
there.
gonna do.
You get there, we got you from there.
Yeah, yeah, because I want to go.
I gave you the word. I gave and all these people on here hear me. So if you come on here and blast me, they'll say he lied. He told you I was there with you. I got you. Just get there.
Yeah,
Just get there.
yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah.
We
Um,
we we got you.
who is this? Tony Moran, DC.
Tony, I probably know by face.
Alan, record your daddy's song, and then we got a request.
What's that?
That in the spirit of Thanksgiving, will you just sing a piece of a song for
Oh no, no,
I'm
no.
serious. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, will you just sing a piece of a song as we get ready to go off?
Sing a piece of a song in the spirit of Thanksgiving. And what? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. You caught me off guard because nothing come to mind. All these songs I have. Let me take a rain check on that. The next time I come on after the anniversary, I'm gonna give y'all a song. We're gonna sing with my baby. All right.
But see, you don't ever know the people that they may just need to hear that song.
I don't know what song. I don't know what song. You
Sing
caught me
What a
off
Friend
guard.
We Have in Jesus then.
Oh Lord, I don't even know all the songs. The verses.
Okay, we understand.
I'm glad y'all understand. I'm glad. But
Yeah.
next time you get me a Harvey on here, we're gonna do a duet. I'm gonna tell
Okay.
Harvey we're gonna do a duet. Yeah.
Okay.
But
All
once again,
right.
thank you so much for having me. And we'll see everybody December 6th, Gaffney, South Carolina, Gaffney High School. God bless you. Have a great Thanksgiving to everybody. Happy holidays. Be safe out there. God love you. I love you too.
I ain't forgot about my cake or pie you said you was gonna bake. I ain't forgot about that.
We're gonna see what God said. We're gonna see what kind of cake you like.
It don't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, it do, because I don't like nothing chocolate all the way through. Nothing chocolate all the way through. Them kind of cakes, I don't like stuff like that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna cook up something. We're gonna see what we can cook up.
All
right.
right. Well, you
God
all have
bless
a good night and tell your wife and children we said hello.
I sure will. God bless you.
All right now.
All right.
Bye-bye.